If you are considering taking the SHRM certification exam in 2022 or you are a seasoned SHRM certified professional, then you will be curious to learn what has changed with SHRM in 2022. Well, for starters, the SHRM BoCK is no more, and SHRM have updated their famous model to SHRM BaSK, the body of applied skills and knowledge. In this video we will go through 6 key differences between the two. Note that if you are taking the SHRM certification exam after May of 2022, then you will be tested on the SHRM BaSK and not the SHRM BoCK anymore. Why has SHRM changed the SHRM BoCK though? The SHRM BoCK has been revised to meet the needs and expectations of today's HR professionals and to better reflect the evolution of the HR profession as a whole. Here are the 6 main changes. 1. Name change. The SHRM BaSK is an evolution of the original model. Instead of body of competency and knowledge, it is now the body of applied skills and knowledge. Changing competency to applied skills signifies the expectation of HR pros to apply this body of knowledge and their expertise to provide their organizations and departments with the best support possible. 2. Model structural change. The SHRM BoCK was represented in the form of a pyramid, which was a rigid hierarchical structure implying that there was a top set of competencies, made up of HR functional areas. The new illustration is more flexible and modular in nature. The pyramid has been replaced by a honeycomb structure with 3 behavioral competency clusters: leadership, interpersonal and business. The 3 knowledge domains are people, workplace and organization at the center of the model. The purpose of restructuring it this way is to ensure that no singular behavioral competency or functional area is more important than the other. 3. Additional competency. Instead of 8 behavioral competencies, there is an additional competency added, making it a total of 9 competencies. The 9 behavioral competencies are leadership and navigation, ethical practice, diversity, equity and inclusion, relationship management, communication, global mindset, business acumen, consultation, and analytical aptitude. The added competency being diversity, equity and inclusion, which used to be a functional R in the SHRM BoCK. It is now a key competency for all HR professionals in the SHRM BaSK. As HR professionals, we are expected to continually develop and utilize this competency as we create and implement HR processes in our departments and organizations. 4. Name changes. The names of 2 competencies have been changed. Global mindset replaces global and cultural effectiveness, and analytical aptitude replaces critical evaluation. 5. 14 functional areas. As a result of diversity, equity and inclusion now becoming a major competency, there are 14 functional areas instead of 15. These functional areas effectively represent all functions of the HR profession. 6. Name changes. 2 name changes within the HR functional areas. HR strategy replaces HR strategic planning, and managing a global workforce replaces HR in the global context. Now this might seem like a lot of changes, however the good news for learners who have already been studying using the SHRM BoCK and will test after May of 2022 is that the core is still the same. Just like the SHRM BoCK, the SHRM BaSK is still a behavioral competency-based model. The SHRM CP and SHRM SCP certification exam will now use the SHRM BaSK as its governing standard. The information in the SHRM BaSK drives the exam questions. As many of us see diversity, equity and inclusion as an integral part of developing and implementing HR processes and procedures, it's great to see its evolution into a key competency in the SHRM BaSK. As HR professionals, we must demonstrate the primary knowledge, skills and abilities and other characteristics to support the performance of our workforce and overall organization, and the SHRM BaSK lists these KSAs in detail.